Hello, and welcome to Beneath the Surface, where we step out of the chaos of our noisy world to slow down and reflect a little on our inner world. For the first few weeks on this channel, we're going to be using the audio version of my book, Whispers in the Wilderness, read by my friend Brett Wilson. And we're going to be using it to help us begin our journey to our inner world. We're going to listen to one chapter at a time, and then I'll briefly reflect on that passage. Now, you may notice what seems to be a repetition of topics, or that I cover topics that are quite similar to ones we've already discussed. Now, that's very intentional. I don't know about you, but it takes me time to really begin to apply the things that I've heard. So by approaching the same topic from different angles, it helps me to not only understand the topic better, but to begin to integrate it more deeply into my life. Now, our goal should not be to know more information, but rather to live it, and that takes time. So now put on a good pair of headphones, allow yourself to slow down, breathe deeply, and listen.
Retune. It is not uncommon for our first experiences with silence to feel like something of a disaster. We come from a world of constant turmoil and activity. This is often all that most of us have ever known. While we may succeed in getting our bodies to stop, our minds often race on without us, jumping from one thing to the next, like a toddler who's had too much sugar. Turn your attention to the world around you. Sit by a stream and watch the water dance over the rocks. Listen to the varied tones coming from different areas of the stream. Look closely at the grass and flowers. Admire their form and breathe in their smell. Imagine what their days must be like. Then, notice the deep peace that emanates from all of nature, that surety and confidence of being that permeates the land. If something urgent comes to mind, look at it for a moment until you know you've seen it. Make a note to come back to it later, and then let it go. Let everything go, except exactly what is before you. Let go of your need to accomplish anything right now. Let go of your calendar and your schedule. Let go of your own importance. Simply let yourself be for a while. This is the way to begin your journey into silence and your innermost self. While it may seem like an unproductive waste of time, it is one of the most important things you can do. This stillness will slowly begin to retune and rewire you, enabling you to engage with what is truly important in life.
Now, I know that I used to really struggle with this. Our culture teaches us to be busy and productive. The idea of sitting still is very hard for some of us. Yet our compulsion towards productivity is not something we should be proud of, because our nonstop activity has actually caused us to lose awareness of what's happening right at our feet. And it's also resulted in us being separated from our own inner life. Now, the way back into a place of awareness and reconnection is as simple as paying attention to what's happening around you. If you can, go somewhere with a view of the natural world. Perhaps it's a window looking out at your yard, a bench in a park, or anywhere you can be near nature. Now, these next couple of days, I encourage you to just sit and pay attention. Watch what the birds are doing. Pay attention to the falling snow and watch as it accumulates. Look at the shadows and see how they grow and move with time. It's really not so important what it is that you're watching, but the paying attention to the still and often overlooked things will slowly begin to rewire you. I know it's hard at first, but so is everything in life that's worthwhile.